to call, we have a private attorney here for the case of Jeremiah Laplace, and your name for the record, counsel?
Joseph Kimrock with Regional Conflict Counsel, Judge.
How do you spell your last name, sir?
Kimok.
All right, and you're regarding Jeremiah Laplace.
Yes, Your Honor.
And is Jeremiah there? Hi, Mr. Laplace, your attorney is here. Sir, he's waived formal reading, however, I need to let you know that I do find probable cause for all counts. There's 36 counts. Count 1 is a grand theft with a $1,000 bond. Count 2 is a burglary of an unoccupied structure unarmed with a $5,000 bond. Count 3 is a grand theft with a $1,000 bond. What does that sound?
There's noise at the background noise at the jail.
Well, Mr. Laplace, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, good. Counts 3 through 7 are grand thefts, and they each, 4 of those, have a $1,000 bond. Count 8 is a criminal mischief with a $1,000 bond. There's a robbery with a weapon, which I'm placing a very high bond of $250,000. Count 10 is a carjacking with a firearm or weapon, is also an additional $250,000 bond. Count 11 is grand theft auto with a $1,000 bond. Count 12 is operating without a valid driver's license, which is a $100 bond. Count 13 is burglary of an unoccupied dwelling unarmed, is a $5,000 bond. Count 14 is a grand theft with a $1,000 bond. Count 15 is a grand theft with a $1,000 bond. Count 16 is a carried concealed firearm with a $1,000 bond. Count 17 is allowing an unauthorized possession of a firearm by a minor, is a $100 bond. Count 18 is a grand theft auto $1,000 bond. Count 19 is a grand theft auto charge of $1,000 bond. Count 20 is a burglary of an unoccupied dwelling unarmed, $5,000 bond. Count 21 is a grand theft of $1,000 bond. Count 22 is a burglary of unoccupied dwelling unarmed, $5,000 bond. Count 23 is a grand theft of $1,000 bond. Count 24 is a burglary of unoccupied dwelling unarmed, a $5,000 bond. And count 25 is a grand theft, $1,000 bond. Count 26 through 31 is $1,000 each for 5 of those charges. 32, this count 32 is a burglary of an unoccupied structure unarmed, is a $5,000 bond. Count 33 and 34 are each grand thefts with $1,000 bond each. And 35 and 36 is grand theft auto with a $1,000 bond. I do find probable cause for all 36 counts. And let's see if we can do the math. Sir, I believe you can get out of jail if you can bond out with $553,200 in bonds total. Anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, Judge, for the record, we have previously filed a motion to dismiss in all these cases for a lack of jurisdiction. Mr. Laplace is a juvenile. So we at this time re-raise that. We object to the court's jurisdiction. We object to the court setting a bond at all. We object to Mr. Laplace being in an adult jail. He has an arraignment set for tomorrow, and so we'll just address that with Judge Scheer.
All right, that's fine. I've been told he's direct filed as an adult by the juvenile division, but yes?
Yes, Your Honor. Just a couple of things that that's just one for the record. You're under the charge 10. The carjacking was actually filed as an attempted carjacking. Just want to make that point that out. But also, Your Honor, I would ask for 2 additional release conditions. One, that there be an order of no victim contact covering all the filed
Granted, no
charges.
victim contact on all cases, all
And
counts.
based on the allegation, charges robbery with a weapon, attempted carjacking with firearm or weapon, that there just be an order that Mr. Laplace not be in possession of any firearms or weapons until further order of the court.
That's fine. No weapon. Sir, you're not permitted to have any victim contact with any of the victims in any of these cases. as well as you're not to possess anything considered a firearm, whether it be a BB gun or any type of firearm, never to have any in your possession. Do you understand, Mr.
Yes.
Laplace? Thank you. All right, and thank you, and good luck, sir. I do wish you the best of everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, I'm sorry. Also, we had a reset, Ms. Cologne's been allowed to leave, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just want to make sure. How about Neville Hopwood?
I understand Mr. Hopwood will not be joining us this afternoon, Judge.
Okay, and may I do the bond?
Is that a municipal ordinance?
It looks like it's two cases with, yes, one case with municipal ordinance.
There's nothing else I can really say about that.
Okay, that's
Judge.
true, that's true. All right, I do find probable cause for the arrest of Mr. Hopwood. He was arrested on two different cases regarding one case of 1401819 MO10A. I wonder if there's two cases here. Actually, there's two cases. It's 1401819 MO10A and 1401819 MO10A. Both the KPSs have $50 bonds each, so $100 he can get out of jail. And I did find probable cause for his arrest. That was Hopwood. All right, so I'm going to start now. We also know that Ms. Cologne was a medical reset till October 12th in the afternoon. Thank you. Anna McCutcheon.
My bond has been posted.
Great.
Okay.
Those calls worked out.
Well, she said her family was going to post her bond.
That's great. All right. Then I go on to Melissa Allen.
North Broward.
Thank you. Miss Allen,
That's
Hi.
not my name.
are you Melissa?
No, my name's Courtney.
All right, well, I'm looking for Melissa Allen.
No, that's her, Judge.
I know, but that's the name they kept calling me under, and it's not correct.
Okay, well, ma'am, whatever your name being, is that they said that you resisted an officer without violence, that it's a $100 bond, that you were trespassing and failing to leave a place after being instructed by the owner or somebody who is authorized by the owner. There's no bond required for that.
Yeah, but I used to work
But
there.
ma'am, on
and-
case number 170083334 MM10A, there was a warrant out for your arrest. It's a $500 bond for one charge on that case, and then a second one for $500 bond. So it's a total of $1,100 that you can get out of jail, ma'am. I see your picture is the same as the person they're calling Melissa Allen. They'll fix that as to your name, but it is you that I'm referring to. You can get out of jail for $1,100, ma'am. I do find probable cause and wish you truly the best of everything. Thank you. Kelly Stover.
Also North Broward.
Hi, Ms. Stover.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. Yes, on case number 15005463 CF10A, there's a no bond hold for a violation of probation on a felony. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and your case will be heard in front of the judge October 17th at 9 a.m. I wish you the best of everything, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Roderick Gross.
President Judge of Maine?
Hi, Mr. Gross. All right, sir, it looks like they allege that you were resisting or obstructing an officer without violence. It's only a $100 bond, sir. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and I wish you the best of everything.
Judge, Mr. Gross is asking Your Honor if you would consider resolving his case today for time served.
How much time does he have in? I only think yesterday, right?
Yes.
Denied. Thank you so much. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Justin Martinez.
Mr. Martinez, come on up, please. Mr. Martinez is approaching Judge. He's also asking if Your Honor would consider resolving his case today for time served.
Mr. Martinez, it looks like they allege that you were trespassing and not in the structure of conveyance. What's his history?
Your Honor, his last arrest was August 15th of this year. That was also for a trespass at the same location as this arrest. He got time served, was released August 16th.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do a time served. I might do 15 days. It's up to him.
Judge, at this time, he wishes not to accept the court's offer for 15
Thank
days.
you, sir. $25 is your bond. I do wish you the best of everything. Probable cause is found. Thank you. Daniel Taylor,
I believe he's on loan, Judge.
medical
Yeah.
loan or just loan?
Medical.
Thank you. Keith Perry,
Mr. Perry, come on up, please.
hi, Mr. Perry. Good afternoon. Sir, you're charged with, it looks like they allege false identification given to a law enforcement officer. They're not requiring a bond for that. But introducing contraband into a detention facility has a $1,000 bond. And sir, you have an out-of-state hold for a felony of case number 05112730. That's a no bond hold. And therefore, you cannot get out of jail until that is changed. I do find probable cause for your arrest and wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you. Shaheem Smith,
Mr. Smith is here present. Judge, he's approaching. He declined the services of public defender.
all right. Mr. Smith? Hi, Mr. Smith. Good afternoon. You're charged with possession, possession of alprazolam, also known as Xanax, and it's a $1,000 bond, sir, and I do find probable cause for your arrest. I wish you the best of everything, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anthony Mendoza?
Mr. Mendoza approaching. He declined the services of public defender.
Hello, Mr. Mendoza. Good afternoon. Sir, they say you were driving recklessly, a first offense, and not requiring a bond for that. Unlawful speed posted, I'm not gonna have a bond for that. Speed limit, law violation, it's a third violation, it's a $1,000 bond for that, and then another infraction for failing to use your signal your turn properly. No bond is required for that. I do find probable cause for your arrest, and I wish you the best of everything. Thank you. Is this gentleman here to see someone? No. Can I help you, sir? Oh, just the juveniles? I don't think I handled the Mr. Laplace? Oh, yes, his attorney was here, Mr. Kimmock, and I said all the bonds, but they're gonna be in court tomorrow, I think, with his judge.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, I apologize. Yeah, so he's gonna be in court right away. But Mr. Kimmock, I'm sure, would be happy to talk to you if it's permitted. Okay, do you know how to reach Mr. Kimmock? Can somebody give him a phone number to Mr. Kimmock?
Yeah, I can. Can you write this down?
Yeah, we have a Post-it note. Here, give it. What's the number? No problem, I'll write it down for you.
Number for his office is 954-713-1220.
Okay, if a deputy, if you give this, excuse me, if you could give this to the gentleman, this is the attorney for Mr. Laplace. Thank you, and good luck, sir, I wish you the best.
Joseph
Kim. Yeah, but I'll put the name Kim up, yeah.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank
Good luck.
you, sorry, we already took care of it. Zachary Johnson,
I've been informed he bonded.
thank you. PC is found. Ryan Hem or Home,
Medical reset, I believe, Judge.
again, all right, no problem, thank you. Now we go to our, I think that's all I have on my new docket for today, and then I have the other resets. We'll do the felonies first. Anthony Brown, motion for ROR,
Yes, Your Honor.
Conti, Your Honor.
thank you.
And, Your Honor, an information has been filed. It's been filed as charged.
All right, and, Mr. Brown, they did file the charge, so a motion for ROR is respectfully denied. On
May I
all-
say something, Your Honor?
Only if you
May I
don't
speak?
talk about your case, because remember, you're
Okay,
saying
no,
something.
I'm not gonna talk about the case.
Okay,
Your Honor, I came in before the hurricane. I've got a visit that's been told that they stole all my stuff. I'm not working, Your Honor. I'm stuck in here for the $2,500 bond. I'm unable to come up with the money for the $2,500. It's a little bit too much. If I can't get out on ROR, Your Honor, is there any way possible to lower it just a little bit so that I can just try to get out?
sir, unfortunately, I'm not gonna do that. However, you can ask the judge who's going to be assigned the case. Do you know who that is?
One moment, Judge.
You can file a motion before that judge, and they will consider it.
Okay, thank you, Your
But
Honor.
let me tell you the judge's
It's,
name.
Judge Calra.
Judge Ernest Kalra, Kollra, Kalra. Good luck, sir.
Okay, thank you.
How about Kashima Dawkins? Where's Kashima Dawkins? Paul Ryan, thank you.
This is actually a second look, Your Honor.
Okay, and have you guys filed it?
No, it's a second, it's not for a motion for
Oh,
release, it's a
it
second
says
look.
ROR in here.
They say it for all of them.
Okay, a second look meaning to see if I want to change what somebody else did already?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, but it doesn't tell me what they did already.
I'm looking that up right now, Your Honor.
Apparently her bond is set on count one
As what?
at $2,500 on a theft.
Yes.
Petty theft in a second degree, third or subsequent.
Yes,
Count two, grand theft auto is a $5,000 bond.
okay.
And then the other two counts have no bond attached.
No required bond.
Correct.
Okay, ma'am, for $7,500, you can get out of jail. What is keeping you, and you don't have the money to get out?
No, I don't have any family here.
Okay, so unfortunately, ma'am, can you make any bond?
If it's lower,
And Your Honor,
Yes.
I can advise the court, well, it looks like, her bonds are gonna be modified. This case has been filed, Your Honor.
Okay, it's been filed.
The grand theft, it was filed, the grand theft auto was filed, so she'll have a $5,000 bond on that. The felony theft was declined, so $2,500 will be coming off her bond.
Okay, well, what'll be the bond, like 100?
5,000, no, it was, the grand theft auto was filed as
But
charged.
there's no bond as to a second degree petty theft because it went down as a misdemeanor?
No, we just declined it. We
Oh,
didn't
it's
fi-
declined. I thought
Yeah.
you meant they didn't file it as
No,
a
no,
felony.
No.
Okay, ma'am, it's no longer $7,500 to get out of jail, it's $5,000 to get out of jail, because they declined the petty theft charge at all, you don't have that anymore. Only the grand theft auto and the possession of cannabis, and the operating without?
Yes, Your
The DWLS and grand theft auto were filed, and the.
Well, DWLS is different than an operating without.
We filed as a DWLS from what I can
Okay.
tell, but there was no bond attached to it.
Fine, I just wanted to make sure she knows what her charges are.
Yes.
All right, so there are charges, but the bond is only now $5,000. So see if you can get somebody to help you make that bond. You'll see your judge hopefully shortly. But the grand theft auto, of course, is a felony, and you'll see a felony judge for that, okay? Good luck.
okay.
And then Conrad Edwards,
Copy.
thank you. Is this an ROR or second
This is a
one?
motion to release, Judge. And
All right, and what is the status of the filing?
Your Honor, the state has not filed an information. Mr. Edwards is entitled to an ROR on these charges. From what I see here, he does have a no bond hold on a violation of probation though.
All right, sir, I will, through the state's information, grant the motion for ROR in this case only. Apparently, you have another case that's holding you no bond hold. But make sure, sir, you're paying attention to when your court dates are for this case regarding all these charges, because if you miss court, you'll end up in jail again on a warrant, okay?
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything. So that was
You
great.
too, have a nice day.
Thank you, you too. All right, next would be, I guess, my misdemeanor docket for what I think is, their second looks. Yeah, it looks like second looks. Is Stephen Maliani there? Where's Stephen Maliani?
No problem, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. It's a second look. It's municipal ordinance violation allegations. He's been in 5 days for 3 counts.
Yes, okay.
What are the counts for?
One moment, Judge, I'll check that out. It would appear. Count one is. Street solicitation without a OSHA
Permit?
vest, or
Okay,
count two is obstruction of public way by vendor,
okay,
and count three is the separate street solicitation charge.
okay. All right, sir, you've done 5 days. What's his bonds on these?
Bonds that were set. Yeah, he was ROR'd on 2 and 3.
Okay. Well, sir, I'm gonna ROR you on count 1, so you can get out of jail. But you're gonna need to, But you're gonna need to know when your court date is so you can go to court, so you don't end up getting a warrant and end up back in jail again. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I fully understand.
Very good. Thank you, sir. I wish you the best of everything.
Thank you, Your Honor. Oh.
Reginald Collins? Conti? Hi, Mr. Collins, is that you?
Yes.
All right, sir, we have a petty theft charge. What's the bond on that,
It
100?
was $100 when he was arrested. He also had a VOP hold. I guess he got, was it placed on community control?
Correct.
So I guess he resolved the VOP, he got placed, converted to community control, so he's just being held on the $100 petty theft.
Sir, you can't afford that?
I can't.
You can? You can? $100 bond is all you have? Sorry, Mr.
Can.
You cannot?
Yeah, I cannot.
Okay. Well, sir, since you've done 7 days, I'm gonna ROR you, but you gotta pay attention to the case and don't miss it, the court date,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
else they're gonna put out a warrant and you'll end up back in jail again, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Thank you.
Good for you, sir, good. Jaylon Kearney?
No problem, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Kearney. It looks like 2 counts of possession of cannabis
Yeah.
under,
I'm sorry, it's just, it should just be one count.
oh, it says 2.
Yeah.
Is it only the possession or the
Just one
fake
count of
ID?
possession and count 2 is the false ID.
No, that's what I mean.
Oh, I
I
thought you-
wasn't finished with my sentence.
I apologize.
It's okay. There were 2 counts. One was the possession of cannabis, and the other is a fake ID given to law enforcement according to this paperwork. What is the bond? There should be like a nothing bond for the count 1. What is the bond for?
It's, Your Honor, it's $100 on the possession of cannabis. No PC was found on count 2, so that's ROR.
Okay.
He's being held on out of county hold. No bond, Your Honor. I wouldn't have an objection to ROR on the possession
Fine.
of cannabis, so Polk County can.
Fine. I'm gonna ROR you as to the possession of cannabis, but sir, you're gonna need to make sure you pay attention to your court dates. Because like I've been telling everybody else, if you don't go to court, they're gonna put out a warrant and you'll be back in jail again. But we are doing the ROR count 1, so you can go up to Polk County and take care of that, okay?
So, question? Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So does that mean I can get out?
Unfortunately, they're gonna carry you to the Polk County area. I don't think they're gonna let you out. I think they're gonna transport you to deal with the other case you have pending. But this case, the ROR is getting you out on this case only, but not really getting you out, just enough to get you to
Just getting
Polk.
me.
Yeah, so you can be transported without holding you here. However, you gotta come back to address these counts, possession of cannabis and fake ID to an officer. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Good luck, sir. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anthony Henschel?
No problem, Your Honor.
Hello, Mr. Henschel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Looks like you have a resisting, obstructing an officer, says with violence? It's under a misdemeanor, so it must be
It's
without.
It's
I
without.
didn't finish writing the sentence. And then a trespass charge. And you've been in custody 5 days. What are the bonds on these charges?
It's $100 on the resisting without, R1 on the trespass, and with an order from Judge Merrigan to no return to St. Anthony's.
Oh, yes, definitely don't return. Don't return to St. Anthony's, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And, sir, I'm gonna ROR you as to count 1, which means you can get out of jail, but you gotta make sure you pay attention to when your court date is, because you gotta go to court. If you don't go to court, another warrant will be issued and you'll just end up back in jail again, and I don't know if they'll let you out as nice as I am today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck. I wish you the best. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Sean Carter?
Mr. Carter's here, President Main Judge.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Carter. Sir, it's a trespass of an occupied structure, it says.
Yeah, the allegations is that he was trespassing. Essentially, he was trespassing at a Citgo gas station in North Lauderdale. Is the allegation?
Okay. All right.
The $100 bond.
So I didn't know if he was interested in resolving it today or if he'd like me to consider an ROI.
Judge, he's asking to resolve, if you would.
Okay, sir, raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
What's his history?
had an arrest February of last year. That was on a KP's on a trespass. He got time served. He had municipal ordinance open container 2015 and 2013 possession of cannabis.
Okay.
misdemeanor.
All right, sir, do you understand, how do you plead to the trespass? Occupied structure.
I'm guilty for trespassing.
Okay.
I was trying to make a,
All right, sir, and, you understand if I let you plead guilty today, the case isn't really filed yet. You're pleading to something that's not filed yet. Do you understand?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, you may put your hand down, and you swear to tell the truth, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you understand, sir, that if you plead guilty, then you're saying, I don't want a trial, I don't want any witnesses or evidence presented. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is anyone, God bless you, is anyone forcing you, threatening you, or coercing you, or making you do this, pleading guilty?
Oh, no.
Okay, and are you under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, medication, or anything at this time that would impair your ability to understand me and what's happening today?
No, ma'am.
Good. And do you understand that if you're not a United States citizen, this plea will be held against you in a deportation proceeding?
Yes.
And do you also understand that if and only if in the past you'd ever been previously convicted of a sexually motivated offense, that this plea today will be cause for involuntary civil commitment due to the Jimmy Rice Act? Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I do find your plea to be freely, willingly, knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily given. I do find a factual basis for purposes of the plea, and therefore I adjudicate you guilty. I sentence you to 5 days in the Broward County Jail, give you credit for 5 days, so it's a time-served plea. But sir, you're gonna owe $293 in court costs. Can you try to pay that? It's $293. I can give you 6 months to do it. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good.
That's,
Partial payments.
Yes, I can.
You can, and partial payments are allowed if you want to make payments, a payment schedule, okay? I wish you the best of
Okay, ma'am.
everything, sir. Thank you. Okay,
thank you.
thank you. Lamont McNeil,
Mr. McNeil's here, present judge at Maine.
what is the bond on Mr. McNeil's petty theft, second degree?
The bond's $100, Your Honor.
And the drug paraphernalia doesn't have a bond, does it?
No, he was, no.
That's fine.
I can tell you that Mr. McNeil was arrested in August and pled the case out in September for petty theft and resisting without violence. The petty theft was at the same
Location?
Walmart as alleged in this case.
All right. Well, sir, based on the fact that you were not, it wasn't that long ago that you pled to this similar thing, I don't believe it would be appropriate to reduce your bond. I think $100 bond is appropriate. I
Your
can't
mic's
hear you.
on.
What? Did you say something, Mr. Romero? Oh, I can't hear him anyway. All right, thank you. Good luck, sir. Oh, yeah, I thought he
Your
was.
Honor, yeah, no, we did. Is there any way we could try to resolve this so I can go into treatment?
Your Honor, I can pull his history.
That's-
I can tell you, when he was arrested in August at the Walmart, he was originally charged with a felony theft, and probable cause was found. Now, we downfiled to a theft. What leads me to believe, based on my experience, is that there were thefts in other jurisdictions, and we were unable to get the certified
I
copy.
have to object to that, Judge. I think the state is introducing pure speculation at this point, unless there's some evidence tying Mr. Lamont to these other charges.
Well, I'm a
I
little
don't think that's
confused.
properly before the court.
Then I can take a few minutes to look them up. But
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you this. It says here, petty theft, second degree, and then next to it says first degree. Is it a first degree or is it a second degree?
it's, hold on, Your Honor.
That's what I need to know before I decide what sentence would be. If he wants me to let him take a plea today, I'll have to see what the sentence could be. First degree
It's-
could be up to a year.
Yeah, it's second degree. It was second degree in amount, but it's a first degree misdemeanor because it's his second offense.
I see, so it's upgraded. Okay, very good. Sir, I can allow you to go into the SAP program while you're in custody since you want, drug help. Would you wanna do that?
I don't know what that is, Your Honor.
It's a substance abuse program. SAP is substance abuse program. They have that in the jail.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna do that?
What's what's my other option?
At this time, there is no other option. You
Well,
would
pay a
wait till
$100
you're,
bond.
transported to, yeah, you pay your $100 bond, or you wait till you're in front of your regular judge if they file this case.
I guess I'll have to wait till I go in front of my regular judge.
Okay, that's fine.
That's respectfully.
I recommend you try to get into SAP all these areas. He wants drug help. That's good. Good luck, sir. I wish you the best of everything. Is there anything else I could do today to help?
That's it.
You all did a fantastic job, and I thank you.
Thank you,
For
Judge.
everything.
And,
Pleasure, Judge.
Thank you. Always good. Give my best to Deb. We're off the record.